Let's dive into the sea and explore amazing animals with cool toys. This is a clownfish. Clownfish live among the stinging tentacles of sea anemones. Their bright colors help hide them from predators. And did you know they come in all sorts of colors like orange, yellow, red, and even black, always with those famous white stripes. Look here. Here's another one. Can you name that sea creature? 3, 2, 1. It's this starfish. Starfish don't swim at all. They move by using hundreds of tiny tube feet underneath them. Look, it's moving. Over here, an octopus is a master of disguise. And did you know they're clever problem solvers too? Watch as this octopus opens this jar to get a snack. Wow! When they're scared, they can even squirt ink to escape predators. That's how smart they are. Hiding under this rock is a crab. Now crabs have 10 legs, not 8 like this guy. 2 of his legs are these strong pincers he uses to pinch with. Look, they're pinching. And did you know crabs have eyes on stalks so they can see all around them, even under rocks? Look out for that claw. Look here. What's this seahorse doing? Seahorses are special because they swim upright. Look, its tail is wrapped around this piece of seaweed. They use their tails to hold onto things so currents don't sweep them away. Wow! How about this one? What's this seahorse doing? They come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? Look at this little guy, just like other fish. Baby seahorses hatch from eggs, but they stay with their parents until they're all grown up. On the beach, a mama turtle is laying her eggs. Baby sea turtles hatch on beaches and head straight for the ocean. They've been doing it this way since the time of the dinosaurs. Isn't that amazing? This little guy wants to join them. Look! He's waddling to the water. Once they're in the sea, they're safe from most predators. That's why sea turtle hatchlings are usually born at night. This little guy is off to a good start. Good luck, little guy. See you later. In the pond, there's a family of ducks. After ducklings hatch, they can swim and feed themselves. But did you know they always stay close to their mother for safety? Look, they're following mom. See, they're paddling along. Mama duck quacks loud and clear to warn her babies if there's any danger near. On the rocky coast, a group of seals is basking in the sun. Seals walk on land with their flippers, but did you know in the water they bark and play in big, noisy groups? Look, they're swimming and sliding around. They have lots of fun. A seal has whiskers that help it feel its way around. These ones like to stay close together. Hiding behind this rock is a lion. Lions are famous for their beautiful manes and strengths. Did you know they live in groups called prides? Most prides are made up of related females and their cubs. A pride works together to hunt for food. Look, the lion cub is practicing its hunting skills. One day it will be a great hunter. Swimming with the dolphins is a clownfish. Dolphins can drag their prey underwater with ease. Look at this one dragging a big fish. What do you think the dolphin will do with it? High up in the trees lives a monkey. There are over 260 species of monkeys living in warm climates all over the earth. Did you know they come into main groups? Each one has special skills and talents. Look, they're swinging from tree to tree. Life must be so exciting as a monkey. Sitting on this rock is a frog. Frogs can breathe through their lungs and their skin. Did you know some frogs can leap more than 20 times their own body lengths? That's very far. 20 times. 20 times. Look, it hopped into the water. Can you imagine? By the river lives an alligator. Alligators are dark gray with lighter undersides. but baby gators have stripes for camouflage. Stripes help them hide from predators. Look! It's floating on its back. It's easy being green. In the bamboo forest lives a panda. Pandas are excellent climbers and swimmers. An adult female can weigh about 200 pounds. Look! She's swimming in the river. Did you know they've even been spotted high up in the mountains? How exciting is that? Swimming through the coral reef is a pufferfish. Pufferfish inflate like balloons when they're scared. Look! It blew itself up like a ball. Some pufferfish are even poisonous to eat. That's why it's important to be careful when exploring the ocean. This little guy looks so cute, doesn't it? Under the waves swims a hammerhead shark. Hammerhead sharks may swim alone, but certain species form huge schools during the day. Look! They're zooming through the water together. Sometimes there are hundreds of sharks in one group. On the beach is a puppy. Dogs come in many breeds. Each one has different jobs: herding, hunting, guarding, or even helping humans as service animals. Look! It's playing fetch with its owner. Some dogs can smell things much better than humans. Near the elephants, there's a walrus. Walruses use their giant tusks to help them haul themselves onto ice. Look how hard this walrus tries to climb. They can even sleep underwater and float up for air without waking. That's amazing! Under the rock lives a hermit crab. Hermit crabs don't make their own shells. Instead, they move into empty shells and trade up as they grow. Hermit crabs are scavengers, which means they eat dead plants and animals. They're nature's recyclers. At the pond, a mallard duck is getting ready to fly south for the winter. Some ducks are great travelers. Every year, migratory ducks fly thousands of miles to warmer places. That's a long journey.